What's up? Welcome to the first episode of the NXT GEN Podcast. Today we're talking about some serious topics. We're talking about the COVID-19, obviously a big deal right now. George Floyd and Black Lives, how they matter and they matter the same as every other life, obviously. And then we're gonna move on to some other random stuff to finish off with some positive stuff like just if anyone believes in aliens and ghosts. So let's jump into the Discord with the other guys. And
just mute yourself. Mute yourself.
yo guys,
Yo,
welcome to the NXT GEN Podcast.
you say that like we haven't been here for half an hour.
Summers, just mute yourself, Summers.
Right. So first thing we're gonna talk about, obviously, first I'm gonna try and promote it a little bit and let me hear if everything's going well. Alright, yeah, it's all going well. I'm gonna post the link on thingy on Instagram. Well, not Instagram, Snapchat, and then we'll get on to the topics. Just a pre-warning: it's a bit of a tough topic.
Touchy subject,
It's
yeah.
a touchy subject, so
yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow for a lot of people.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
To be honest, we're just gonna give our personal opinions on it. You don't have to follow it, obviously, because we're not forced.
Opinion's an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can
Difference
believe
is
what you
ours
want.
is the right opinion.
Yeah. No one's saying that we have the best opinion by far.
I am.
When you're
There's no There's no right opinion. There's right facts, though.
Yeah, exactly. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but who says we have the facts?
Me.
Oh, I mean, depends what we're saying, and depends what we're saying. We've got the facts for, but like, if I just say, "Oh yeah, aliens
Listen, boys,
exist," and have no facts behind
I
it,
didn't get Google Chrome up for nothing. Right, let's just put it that way.
he's ready to prove it.
Alright.
He's there, like, believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
Believe it now. Give me a sec. I'm trying to fix other.
Mate, if I was you, I'd just whip the thumbnail up real quick.
Jeez, 3 viewers, you know.
Just keep the thumbnail over
How
the
many?
video.
3 viewers. Actually, yeah, it might.
Yes,
well,
Lewis.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Lewis, you, and Bruno.
Yeah.
No, I think Bruno's left.
Well, it's 3 viewers, so. Right. I think I've got the link. I'll just post that. Blanc.
Mate, what are you doing?
Setting everything up, chill. Swipe up to watch the podcast live.
There we go.
It's the Logan Paul podcast.
Hey guys,
Impulsive.
welcome back to my nuts.
Hey guys,
I've never actually watched any of his podcasts. I've only seen like the jokes that
good, you're not missing out.
what's his name? Big
Michael.
No, what's that person that always makes some really weird videos on JJ's second account?
Oh, I know who you mean. He makes all the weird cursed edits.
Oh,
yeah.
Lil Board.
Lil Board.
That's it. Yeah, Little Board. Yeah, I literally watched one for Logan Paul and I just creased through the whole of it.
Yeah, you're kind of sick, you know.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Who, Logan Paul or Lil Board? Don't tell me you think Logan Paul's actually a good YouTuber.
I think he's a good
Oh, I
entertainer
can't-
and a good YouTuber. I don't
Are you
think.
broken?
No, I don't think he's a good person, but I think he's getting.
I'd like to agree with you, Alex, but I've never watched any of his videos other than when he was swearing at someone for a car. So
You haven't seen the video of him going, guys, I think there's somebody hanging.
Yeah,
high
no,
five.
He's a bloody idiot for that, but obviously everyone can redeem themselves, I guess. But I don't know, to be honest. Right.
Why is it hard to give Logan Paul a high five?
Oh my god.
He'll always leave you hanging.
Oh
Christ.
my god.
Well, there goes that one. There
Yep.
goes one of the. Oh,
What?
No gravy.
all the viewers went when you said that one.
They're like, nah, I'm out.
Hey, nah. I'm done.
Right.
I'm surprised I haven't heard that one before.
Let's
Nah,
get
neither.
on. Let's get on with straight away with the first topic.
on then.
Coronavirus, also known as
Yeah, I was gonna
COVID-19.
say.
Oh,
Let's start
So-
with COVID.
Obviously, we don't exactly know how it started. There's rumors that it was a bat, like some man ate a bat and it wasn't cooked.
Yeah, but there's still
properly.
rumors that like it came from the USA at some point, but they were just saying
yeah,
it was the flu.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
It's kind of like a weird subject.
Let's just say it's
but,
everyone's fault.
Well, it's not. It's not Europe's fault, is it?
It could be
We don't
conspiracy.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Right. Obviously, most of the countries, not all, but most of the countries have gone into lockdown, meaning that you have to be inside for most of your time with some certain amount.
Unless
of
you're
time.
us.
Well, no, we're allowed to go out now. In
Yeah,
groups
we
of
weren't.
6 in the UK.
Like 3 months ago.
But yeah, with obviously it's just like it's been tough for the couple past months for everyone. It's been kind of tough. So guys, how have you been dealing with it?
Do
Me.
you want the honest answer, or do you want the YouTube answer?
Which one do you want?
Try and mix both.
Just bend the
Uh,
truth a little.
Bend the truth.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I don't want to kill myself every day. Only some days.
I feel like the don't is the part that you bend.
What? No.
What?
It definitely
No.
is.
On a real, it's boring now. It's got to a point where I'm literally like banging my head against a wall for pleasure.
Mate, I've had 2.5 months of not having to speak to anyone. It's been great.
But you do that anyway. Whether
Yeah,
we're
it's
in
true.
lockdown or not, you don't talk to any of us.
I mean, I talk to you, and outside of you, it's like no one.
No, you
Yeah,
talk to
that's
me
very
when you
true.
want to.
Yeah, that's
When
it,
you're not-
isn't it?
When you need something.
When you're not playing Kakarot,
Well, yeah, but you literally yesterday, not yesterday, but like a couple of days like earlier.
I was gonna say yesterday I didn't need you. Jacob needed you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
yeah.
true.
Yeah, but mate, you always call me when you need to go out for a walk. You're like, yeah, you want to come out? I'm like,
Yeah, go on then.
right.
It's not that I need to go out for a walk. It's like I want to go out for a walk, but I want company, so I call you.
Oh, look at you two cuties.
Unless your seagull lives close.
No.
Yeah, there is that.
Downgraded as fuck.
No, that is
He
it.
felt so.
Right.
You're moaning, but Lewis lives around the corner, and I don't ask him.
Yeah, exactly. So consider yourself lucky, sunshine.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's happened.
I've had this bite on my shoulder that I actually want to kill.
It sounds like you're picking a fight with your shoulder.
I am, mate. This bite, it was like a bite / squash, spot, and it's just like it's done. Like its lifespan's gone, but it's just staying there.
Oh, bro.
It's a violation.
The coronavirus, obviously, it's been killing loads of people. It is kind of seeming like it's calming down a little bit.
I think people just stopped speaking about it. To be fair,
But I think only time will tell, to be honest. But to be honest, I think it will all be cleared like fully. I don't think it's ever going to be fully cleared, but I think it's going to be cleared like halfway through, like kind of. It's always I've come to a conclusion where it's going to be like a new like not like,
illness.
yeah, it's not temporary. I think it's going to like be like in our world
Yeah.
forever. But I just
Like
think
they
just
can
need
come
to
up with a
come
cure of it, but
Yeah,
there'll still like
exactly.
be cases.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just kind of like I don't think like we're gonna get away from it. I just think we're gonna have to
It's a bit like our queen.
reduce the number. Oh my god, bruh.
She ain't going anywhere. Oh mate.
But yeah, it's killing people, which is obviously a very bad thing. But like, it is sad for some people. But honestly, all you have to do right now is stay inside as much as you can, and just keep your hygiene levels quite high, to be fair. And you
2
should
meter
be,
distance.
yeah, 2 meter distance, social distancing. You know what I mean?
Actually, no. I saw in the papers this morning, right? It was saying how like one which I find a bit weird. So they've said, I can't remember what paper it was, but they said like 1 meter is enough, and it reduces it from like to 80% that you won't get from the other person. But I'm like, yeah, what about that 20%?
Yeah, the problem is you can go within 2 meters of somebody, but for a maximum of 15 minutes, because it takes the virus 15 minutes to travel 2 meters. That's their logic behind it. So that's why they just stick with the 2 meter thing, because it's like
It's safer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, how do you guys think Boris Johnson's dealing with the situation in our country?
I think he's probably obviously under a lot of pressure, but at the same time, I wouldn't say all of his decisions have been the best.
To be honest, though, I think like no other prime ministers have like a situation like this and a situation like this to deal with. Like,
yeah, no, probably no.
Like nothing like this, like compared. To be fair,
like maybe since like Winston Churchill and the World War and that.
Yeah, but like even David Cameron said like, oh yeah, Brexit and all shit like that. But I feel like obviously.
Oh no, this is definitely worse.
Yeah, obviously, but I think like obviously he had people against him and people with him. At this point, I feel like it's a win-win or a lose-lose for Boris Johnson, because if the rates go up, everyone's gonna see it as his fault kind of thing. But if the rates go down, everyone's gonna think he's doing a good job.
Yeah, it's literally all on his shoulders.
Yeah, it's literally all the pressure for him. But you know, it's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't remember who it was, but I put something on my Instagram story about him. It was like, if anyone's like wishing him dead right now, he's literally like, yeah, he's our prime minister, but he's literally a guy with a wife and his kids. He's got his own life, but he's also dealing with everyone else's.
Exactly, it's a big. It's a big.
And then some people are like wishing he's dead. I'm like, how can you even do that?
Yeah, it's a very big deal, but I think he's dealing with it well. To be fair, I think a lot of
he's
people,
done definitely better than what most people would have done in his situation.
I feel like a lot of people doubted him, and he's kind of shut their mouths, kind of thing.
I'm still a bit skeptical about that Cummins thing that he did, but I'm not really too much sure about that, so I'm not going to go into it.
Reporter that like accused him of everything came out in the news like 3 days ago and said that it was all bullshit. That like he literally made half of what he said about Cummins up.
Yeah, fair enough. A lot of people do, like, especially in the social media, everything just gets escalated so much bigger than it actually originally was.
Yeah, exactly. It's a joke.
You're right there.
Yeah, just a cough, that's all.
Clearing the throat.
Just clearing the throat. Yeah.
Yeah, you got corona.
Good job, you boys are more than.
Well, to be fair, like for me, it's a bit of a different situation than everyone else's. Well, not everyone else's, but most people. I'm still having to go to work because I'm seen as not a
key worker.
Yeah, it's a key worker, but it's not like like a nurse or anything like that.
No, basically, you're working in a job where you cannot work at home.
Exactly, I'm working as a member of the public services, so I'm working as an electrical engineer.
He's driving a bus.
I still kind of. I'm still having to go to work and stuff, and obviously, you do have to follow all the rules, or you're kind of just messing the whole system up. Because I feel like at the start, everyone took it for granted, and then all the kill rates started to like go higher and higher, and that's when people snapped.
That's when people shit themselves,
and they just stayed at home, followed the rules, and then when they saw it going nowhere, they just started to not give a shit about it, and they started going out, like meeting their mates.
Yeah, but the thing is though, like everyone started going out again and that, and like loads of people are breaking the social distancing rules. But I feel like they're not on at us as much now than they were back then, when they should be on at us now more so than then.
Because if anything, if we have a second wave, this is the thing this is what I'm so worried about. If we have a second wave after the NHS has just recovered, everyone has kind of like tried to get as close to back in the swing of things as you can get, or back to as you can get, and then we just get hit with a second wave, because realistically a second wave is going to be worse than the first.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like no matter how you look
even more run down on resources.
Exactly. So that's why. And then what you were saying about like whether the death rates or the infection rates go up or down will determine Boris's success. That's just bollocks. because at the end of the day, it's down to us.
Yeah, it's also obviously,
The
but like,
infection rates go up or down or not. Like, all Boris can do is put laws in place, put recommendations in place,
it's
and
just up to
say
us whether we listen or
this is
not.
what the scientists and this is what the professionals are saying we need to do. It's down to the people. Like, all these people that are saying like, oh my god, social distancing doesn't work, or what Boris is doing doesn't work because nobody sticks to it. No, that's just
I only see
arrogant
like groups of
arseholes.
6+ like 3 weeks ago hanging around.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just arrogant arseholes that don't listen to what he's saying, and they just decide that, oh, we know better, so we're gonna just
It's almost
go against
it's
it
almost
anyway.
like they understand that the situation's happening. They understand like the pandemic's here at the front door, at their front doors. But at the same time, they're so used to being in their own, like how it was before, that they've kind of forgotten that they shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, it's difficult because for me, I know now, like I can't remember. Like, I can remember obviously, but as in, like, for me, I feel like going back to school and being able to like come close to your mates and being able to like hug your mates, that's weird to me.
Yeah, because obviously we haven't seen each other in like months, so you're gonna want to have like a reunion hug.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's like when we finally are able to do that and we don't have to socially distance anymore. That's going to be so strange. Like, the amount of times you've
Weird,
walked down the
yeah.
street and had to cross the road because someone is coming towards you and there's no way you can keep that 2 meter distance. Like, the thought of being able to do that, just like not having to do that, creeps me out now.
I kind of feel like everyone's just adapted to this new lifestyle.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's just gonna avoid.
Yeah, to be honest, like I'm surprised by the amount of people that actually like this lockdown, because I've seen like posts on Instagram with polls saying like, you enjoying or do you hate this lockdown, and it was, to be honest, it was 50-50 if not more.
Yeah, I don't
people-
hate it. I'm not like, obviously it sucks, but at the same time I'm not like, oh, lockdown is the end of the world.
Well, that's
I mean,
Yeah.
it probably could be, but
well, that's the thing though, because it's literally, there's two different types of people. There's introverts and extroverts, and people like introverts are
yeah,
probably having
exactly.
the time of their lives, when extroverts are like biting their nails and shit to get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like just craving human contact.
Exactly.
I shift between the two, so
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem. I have days where I literally don't want to talk to anybody, and this is honestly the best thing in the world. And then I have days where I need to go out, I need to do things with people, and I need to not be on my own.
Yeah, but I think that happens to everyone. I think that's just natural. Like, to me, I think I'm more slightly leaning towards the introvert kind of side. To be honest, nothing's changed apart from me traveling to college and going out with my mates, which I can deal with. It's not the end of the world for me.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is doing the work from home and just doing what I can at home. Obviously, at this time, at these times, you have to keep your physical and mental health on peak. It's easier said than done.
mine was at the bottom when we came into this. So
Yeah, but it's obviously easier said than done. But
oh yeah, definitely.
I think the more physical side is not as important as the mental side, because obviously some people see it to an extreme, and some people are just more adapted to it. Like, some people just think, oh, well, this isn't so bad. I'm at home. I can still do work. I can still work out. I can still text my mates or whatever. But then there's other people who take it to
It's like almost
extreme.
like a lot of people they're not really fussed if they have to stay like this for another God knows how long. And it's just like something to complain about.
Yeah, but then there's other people who take it to the extreme, who would think this is like a mental asylum, like being locked in a room and craving to go out, like climbing the walls and stuff. I think
I mean, they can go out. Yeah, they can't see a lot of people, but
well,
I mean,
to be fair, since day one, since like this first I'd say like probably about like 2 weeks into the lockdown, yeah, I've seen like loads of people, like neighbours, like chilling on like the walls, like outside the house, and just chatting to each other across the street. So you're technically still speaking to people, and you're still having that interaction. So you don't go.
and that's the thing. Like, talking to people on FaceTime, okay, yeah, it's not the same as a face-to-face conversation, but you're seeing them and hearing their voice.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, you can't
the
like.
closest thing you can get.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not the same, and it's not going to be the same anytime soon.
Nah,
Yeah,
no way.
exactly. Like this is just this is a phase. This isn't going to be around forever. We're not going to be in lockdown until the day we die. But
You do know, like, there is still like homeless people who die of the bubonic plague in the UK, right? Like the plague still exists.
yeah, no, they did a swab not too long ago of the London Underground, like the handrails and they actually found like signs of the black on the rail.
Yeah, but the difference is like from what's the word? We're vaccinated at it from youth. Whereas if you're homeless or if you've had like a rough upbringing,
Oh yeah,
then it's like, you know,
not so much.
yeah, exactly.
And you haven't had the vaccines.
No, that's why. But I think, look, as soon as they get a vaccine and they ship it and they can mass produce it to the point where everyone who's vulnerable can like have access to it, everything can go back to normal. Until then, we're gonna have to do this because we can't contain it to a point where we can be in a normal phase, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's difficult, but to be honest, we should be at a point where this is the new normal. Surely.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's a tough situation, obviously, but I think people just need to
Just ride out the waves.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the more the people follow the rules, the sooner this will be over.
Yeah, definitely.
Realistically. But people were too stupid a lot of people were too stupid to realise that, unfortunately.
And I think also what they don't realise, like, so say for like 1 week, everyone just stays 2 meters apart from each other. They're still going to be getting like the backlash from like 2 weeks ago anyway, from when they haven't been. So they're going to be like, oh, but we've been keeping 2 meters and nothing's been happening, so we might as well just ignore it.
Yeah, exactly.
When they haven't been sticking to it.
And that's the thing, like people are saying, like, well, we've been able to meet one person for the last like week and a half. So if anything bad was going to happen, it would happen now. No, I guarantee you
it's
by
like
next
it just has a delay.
week or the week after.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If there isn't a spike, then it's kept under control, and fair enough, we can carry on. But I
wouldn't be surprised if there was one though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I reckon I'm going to call it by the 15th of June. There will either be a massive spike or there won't be, and if there isn't, that's because we've got it under control.
Yeah.
I could put money on it.
You know, so what I think is probably it, because everyone has been staying indoors, then obviously they don't have it because they've been indoors. So now that they're going out, they're not carrying it with them out.
Yeah, but the new problem you've got is that, think about it like this: if the fact that it can be like you could have it now, right, and not know about it because you don't have.
Yeah, no, to be fair, I probably do.
But if you went shopping one day and then you accidentally sneezed and like one,
or just like touch the
100th
handle or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like let's say 1/100th of what you sneezed didn't go onto your arm and accidentally went on the floor. Then it went on someone's shoe and they tied their shoelaces and they got it. But then they shook hands with someone they met at work, or you know what I mean. Like it spreads so easily.
It's not just like touching. Most people like avoid people, but you have to avoid like objects that a lot of people have touched as well.
Well, the thing is, it supposedly stays on metal for 48 hours.
Yeah, and plastic for quite long as well.
Yeah, so like people that are like, yeah, just get stuff delivered. Like deliveries are mainly metal and plastic. So you know, if these delivery drivers have got anything, or the person that's packaged and processed it got anything,
exactly,
you don't know what you're getting into, really.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's obviously not gonna. I don't think it's gonna resolve itself until early next year.
Oh no, I think we're going to be doing this for the next few years. I can imagine.
Yeah. Right. Quick break, everyone. I'll just put our Instagrams in the description. Go ahead and follow them if you want.
Jeez.
Getting that clout. Yeah. Okay. No, actually, if you're gonna add my Instagram, can you please ignore my most recent post?
Why? Right.
I'm sick. I'm just sick of
Oh
people
my
commenting on it.
Right, that's a very good transition. Let's
Oh
move on
God.
to the George Floyd situation. If
Oh,
you've
here
been
we
living
go.
under a rock, you wouldn't know who George Floyd is. This George Floyd
Who's George
was
Floyd?
he was just a normal civilian essentially.
Yeah,
The,
apparently he was a really, really nice, like, gentle, overall, like, good person.
well,
Like, kind.
there are rumors that he was a porn star, but that's obviously out of the equation. But this
He's
man,
already got half of the all of the male race on his side.
Yeah.
well, this man, basically, he went into a shop and bought some item. I don't know exactly what. He bought it with a fake $20 bill, essentially, and then
Right.
the shop owner just basically called the police on him. And there are there are statements that say that he was resisting at the start because he thought he didn't do anything wrong. Maybe this
Yeah,
means
if
that,
people came up to me, like, police came up to me about that, I'd be like, sorry.
yeah,
Mm.
maybe he thought his $20 bill was actually real, and that's why he.
Yeah, I barely noticed either. I mean, I don't
But
know how
then,
he's in America with a
right,
dollar.
this is the problem you've got, yeah. And this is where and I'm not saying that this is a problem in just America. This is a problem in the UK as well. It's where do you draw the line between resisting arrest and
Yeah,
questioning why you're being arrested?
because, like, obviously, like, if police come after you, you'll be like, oh, what have I done wrong? But then there is that
Yeah,
part of your mind, you're like, I haven't done anything wrong.
especially in that situation, because he could have easily gone to another shop, bought something, got a $20 in change, and then use that $20 to buy something else without knowing it was fake.
Yeah, exactly. I do it all the time.
So how many times have you, like, I don't know, how many times have we gone out previously before lockdown, obviously, gone to, say, I don't know, like Nando's or something for lunch, stayed out for dinner, and then we've gone Mackey's for dinner and used the change from Nando's to get us some Mackey's.
Oh yeah, I've definitely done it loads of times.
Exactly. So he could have easily done the same thing. So obviously, if you don't know any better and you don't know that you've got a fake like note, of course you're going to sit there and go, but hang on,
What have I
what do you
done?
mean I've got fake like currency? What's going on?
Hmm.
Mm,
But then at the same time, that's when you've got to ask the question, like I said, where do you draw the line between resisting arrest and just arguing, or not even arguing, just questioning why you're being detained?
Yeah, because you're gonna self-defend yourself at some point.
mm. Well, essentially, this man he came out of the shop. He he told the police that he didn't think he was doing anything wrong and he was resisting. Then the policeman essentially took him down to the ground, pinned him. Um, Essentially, he did assault him in an insane like amount, like proper beat down kind of thing. Before the cameras turned on, but I don't know if that's true. Obviously, we don't have any evidence of that. And then essentially, when the cameras turned on, the police officer's knee was leaning on the back of his neck. Then
Yeah, which
George
is a
Floyd,
pressure point on the neck.
yeah, pressure point on the neck, and George Floyd was claiming that he couldn't breathe. And
Also,
then,
a little point to point out, right? So he's on the floor, like face down, yeah,
mm,
Yeah.
and they've got their knee on the back of their head,
mm,
or like the back of their neck, yeah. Surely there's like a more safe way of like restraining someone. Like I can't think of many times I've seen an arrest, like on a video or whatever, and they've put their knee on the back of their neck.
yeah, but here's the thing, right? There is rumors. I don't know if this is true again because we don't have any proven evidence of it. But apparently, George Floyd and the police officer who essentially killed him,
Corona.
oh god, no, they essentially used to work together at a club as bouncers, essentially. So you never know. People are claiming that he was
Yeah,
racist.
but like there's loads of like fan made up stuff or whatever.
Yeah, but people, it's obviously a very touchy subject because it's very recent and it's obviously a bad thing. But people are claiming that it was racism and uh, he was being racist for basically not letting him go. And we have seen many times before black arrests are just so much more like frequent to be ending in a death or in a bad assault.
Mm.
Yeah.
But then again, like statistically, they do resist more.
Well, let's just look that up right now, okay? I'm gonna search up crime rates.
Because
in
I've seen
the-
like videos of like not like undercover stuff, or like blatantly obvious. This officer goes up to the like a gang. I don't know where it is, like probably like some dodgy area in London. He goes up to like a gang, and he asks them. He's like, "If somebody shot your mate, would you tell? And you saw who it was, would you tell the police?" He was like, "No, I'm not a snitch." So I'm like, "Wait, so?" And then he asked the person, like, "If someone shot you and you know who it was, would you tell the police?" And they said, "No, I'm not a snitch." So I'm like,
But then that's the mentality, isn't it?
Okay.
yeah, it's literally like, and it's the
essentially,
same
it's either
thing with like
you.
resistance. Like they're in the mentality, like, oh, they've got their gang around them, or even if they haven't, and they're just naturally, well, not naturally, but like they are more apparently more frequent to resist than your average person.
Right. I just checked here. The arrests in 2009 to 2010 in England and Wales states that 79.6% were committed by white people, and then only an 8% was black, and a 5.6 Asian.
What do you mean? As in people getting arrested or
Yeah, the
people
percentage on
arresting?
arrests. No.
Oh,
Yeah, people getting arrested.
right. Okay, fair
So
enough.
the vast majority is white at 79%.
Yeah, but
What
that's
about the
here.
UK?
To be
Yeah,
fair,
but hang on. What about
there's
the
not a lot of black
US?
people. There's not a lot of black people in Wales.
So that was 2010. Now let's see in 10 years later. Um. Okay. 2020. In white in 2018-19, roughly
Mm.
15% was 15% was white. Of the
That's
crimes.
changed a lot.
Actually,
Gee.
wait, give me a second. Yeah, 2018, 2019. The white was 30,000 crimes committed and arrested.
Mhm.
30,424. Now for black, there is only 930, so it's a lot less frequent. So it's obviously understandable how people are
Where's that, in
taking
the
this.
US or here?
No, here in the UK.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. America, and this is the thing. America, you've got to remember the size of it. It varies state to state.
Yeah, it's a
That's
lot
the
bigger,
problem we've
obviously.
got. This is why this situation in America is so difficult, because especially like in places like the South that are so regressive, they have it like any ethnicity has it a lot worse in the South than anywhere else because of how regressive the people in the South are. So it's a difficult one because it literally differs from state to state.
Right. Lads, I'm just gonna go for a drink. I need some water. Just waffle about anything.
Just waffle.
I'll be back in
Do
a
we
sec.
even address your profile pic? Oh, but they can't even see it. Don't worry.
What, my profile picture?
Yeah.
Mate, it's the best thing ever. If your Discord ain't my profile picture, right? If
There's
your
something
Discord
wrong.
profile picture, literally, I can't remember. I think someone airdropped it to me in maths. I'm literally like, because there was, I think, yeah, we all sat down for maths, and my maths teacher was like running late, so everyone was just airdropping shit. There's just that photo there, and I'm like, that's
And that
fantastic.
appears.
Exactly.
Oh Christ.
And then I was just like, I had to change it from your year 7 dad bod as I was going through, and I just saw
talk about that. My dad bod.
your dad bod. Yeah, I just saw it, and I was like, yeah, it's got to be that.
Fair enough. I mean, do we even need to address mine? Absolutely not.
Yours is Bojo, isn't it?
Yeah, big bozzer.
Big bozzer.
Man, the myth, the legend.
The big bog. man. Actually, come back on Discord. I'm on call to Alex now.
Okay. Now, as I was saying, the George Floyd situation. He was defenseless, handcuffed on the floor, and the police officer kept putting pressure on his neck. Do we think that is racist, or do we think it's just doing the right thing for his job?
Quite difficult.
Alright,
It depends on the mentality of him.
Exactly. The problem you've got is you won't know the only person that's going to know his motivations is him.
Yeah.
And unless he has the bollocks to either say, I did it because I'm a racist, or put it this way, if he did it because he's a racist, we'll never know because he'll either deny it or won't address it. Like, he won't. There is no way in hell he will come out and say, I did it because I'm a racist. I don't like black people. And
I mean, if he's got a set on him, then he might, but.
Well, he must have a massive pair of cojones to do that.
Larry's just a really big racist.
Yeah. But on the other side of the coin is, if it wasn't racist intent and he genuinely thought it was the only way he could protect himself, and he tried to convey that through, just saying that was the only way I thought I was protecting myself, or the only way I thought I could protect myself. Nobody's gonna believe him. That's the problem he's got. So either way, he's gonna be a racist, essentially. No matter what way you look at it, either way,
he's pinned against the wall.
Racist. Yeah, exactly.
Another way of looking at it that you probably could is if it's out in the open, out in public, then not only is the police officer got to do his job, but he's also got the pressure by the bystanders to do his job, which is another point actually. None of the bystanders stopped him. I mean, obviously he's a police officer, so they're not exactly going to well, they can. They're not. They'll be part of it, and they'll be. So obviously they're going to get in trouble.
All right, can we just confirm that the officer Derek Chavin,
Javid.
He has been obviously fired from his police officer job.
No surprise.
And he has been done for first-degree murder or third-degree murder, I think.
I can't
just put manslaughter.
He's death. He's been done for death.
Yeah.
I think it was third-degree murder though, because third-degree murder is when you try to hurt them but not kill them.
No, I thought that was first degree.
Killing them. No, I think that's third degree. I'm not really sure though, so don't take my word for it.
I can't remember. It's an American thing.
Right, now, as I was saying before, supposedly this Derek Chavin guy, and the George Floyd used to work as bouncers together at a club in Minneapolis.
Is it on the internet that says that?
No, I've just heard it from someone.
That could be just some racist trying to.
No, it could be legit waffle. But think of it, if it's not waffle, right? If they have worked together before, supposedly, the Derek Chauvin guy might have not been racist. It might have been something that this George Floyd could have done to him in the past, and he's just tried to get him back by hurting.
Oh yeah, look, here you go, Alex. Wow.
Yeah.
George Floyd and Derek Chauvin, or whatever his name is, worked at the same club and cross paths, owner said.
There you go. So they used to
work security. They worked security at a local club of the year before their fatal encounter.
Yeah, so
Minneapolis.
Yeah,
the owner of El said the two were in close proximity once a week on Tuesday night shifts, so she did not know if they ever actually met working at the club.
So exactly, that's what I'm saying. He probably could have done. I'm not saying he definitely did, but there is a possibility that George Floyd might have done something.
Yeah, it's like ironic how they used to work at the same club.
Exactly. Like if you see one of your workmates and then you kind of leave your job or they leave the job, and then you would obviously have the contact because you worked together before, so you wouldn't be on bad terms. So if you say if I was a police officer and before me and you, Harry, used to bounce us together.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When in a job like security, you've got to communicate with each other.
Exactly. And if I saw you on the street when supposedly you committed a crime of using a fake $20 bill, I wouldn't take you down and arrest you. I wouldn't even arrest you for it because I would have thought, well, he knows better than that. I might as well give him either a warning or give him a ticket.
No, not even that. I'll actually speak to you about it, or just like take you in for questioning or something.
You have the chemistry from working in the past, so
Yeah.
I don't understand. Maybe that it's very weird how this guy decided to suffocate him on purpose. Yeah, sure, maybe he didn't have the intention to kill him, but he ended up killing him. When in reality, if you did that to a workmate that hasn't done anything to you, I don't see that happening. If I'm honest, now, I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying he's not a bad guy. He definitely is because he took his life away. But I don't know. I don't know if it's racism or racism. I don't know if it's just hatred towards him personally. But I guess we'll never have the answer.
I can't really see like a reason why he would hate him though. I mean, unless there was like obviously like you do have your enemies at your work and people you don't like.
Well, we don't have the answer, do we? Like
No one.
Everyone he knew, he might have thought, oh yeah, he was a really nice guy. But then, you get the.
I don't. Have they taken in this Derek guy for questioning? Because they could just ask him. They could be like, "Look, did you work with him? Did you have intent?" But then again, I guess like he'd probably be like, "Well, I'm not going to tell him that. Yes, I hated him. Did it expire?" At least if he did, then it would stop racist protests.
Yeah,
because it was like, I'm not racist. It's just I did not like the guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I think people have just had enough of U.S. police officers. Like,
oh yeah, no, they've been doing this for ages.
Like, sure, maybe this one wasn't racism, but there is a lot of other cases that you don't have any other explanation but for it to be racist.
Nah, boys, I can't lie. This one is blatant racism. I'm sorry.
You think?
Look, listen, right. If you've worked with someone, and especially in a job
now that you say that, to be fair,
right, if it was something like they were on the same shift in like Target or Walmart, like a massive store like that, where they might not have even come in contact with each other throughout the whole shift. That's fair enough, because that's like saying like they went to school together. It was years ago. It's like if someone had said to me, "You're going to arrest someone you went to primary school with," I wouldn't. Half of them I probably don't remember. The only people I remember from primary school are the ones that I still stay in contact with. So if those two let's just say hypothetically that they did work together, right, and they did do this job together, or if they did a job together, if they didn't stay in contact, the chances of them remembering each other are very fucking slim. And not only that, if they did do a job like a bouncer together,
it didn't say it was that long ago. Though it said like it was throughout the year. I don't know if it was this year or that year.
that's
last
the thing.
year.
Even if it was this year, last year, whatever, if they had done a job like that, where you're in constant, like you said, in constant communication with each other, and you've got like a job like that, you have to be on the same wavelength as the other person. There is no way in hell you would see that person in the shop and think, no idea who they are.
Yeah, I think it's quite sus how the owner of the nightclub said they may have crossed paths. I mean, if they work together, they're gonna cross paths.
Yeah, and the other thing is this is the only other thing that annoys me, is that the other officers, because there were 4 people pinning him down, right? Where is the account for the other officers that didn't try and stop him?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Do you get what I mean? Like, this is why I think it's a problem of not the individual, but of the established, like even the establishment. It's literally just that police department. Because if you look into the history of that police department, they've had multiple incidents reported about excessive force use, especially to people from a minority background. So yeah, the problem is there's too many coincidences for it not to be a racial motive behind it. In my opinion, anyway.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, no, it was third degree murder.
It was third degree.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But it said like, what's it? Derek was when he was off duty was in his squad car outside, but Floyd worked inside the thing, like inside the club.
See that?
But that says when he's off duty, so on duty he probably would be.
I don't know. It looks and it is very dodgy, but to be honest, I think.
Yeah, there's any way of looking about it. There's loads of ways that you could look at it.
I think
at the end of the day, mate, we ain't lawyers and we definitely ain't prosecutors, so we can't, and we don't know. At the end of the day, the only way we're going to figure out whether it was racially motivated or not is if we ask the bloke who did it.
Exactly.
And we're not going to get an honest answer out of him, are we?
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm a racist. Like, the max we'll get out of him is
getting the coronavirus and dying from it.
And I hated him.
Didn't I?
Yeah, exactly. But, and even then, you'll be lucky if you
get
that.
I haven't thought about Corona and all, to be fair. I haven't thought about Corona and all.
Yeah, but isn't it?
I just think like, well, obviously, like, if you're racist overall, like, racism is fucking disgusting.
Social distancing on their
I
way.
just think like,
really?
you have to accept...
What did you expect me to say? No, I love it.
But I'm like, I just...
It's one problem after another, isn't it? Like, yeah, just toss Corona aside good for a bit, and
it's very, very bad.
They're like, hang on a sec. If everyone's protesting and doing parades or whatever, they're all next to each other.
And I just feel like people should just accept the background they're from, the colour of the skin. Like, I don't understand why.
Yeah, if I hate a guy, it's not going to be what he looks.
I don't understand why we judge people because of the colour of the skin. Like,
the majority of us don't know, to be fair.
That is fucking disgusting, though. No,
it's usually, I think mainly it's from like a grudge to say like, I don't know, Alex, you were like 10 and some black guy barged into you in a queue or something. Like, some reason why you wouldn't like a black person. Like, you're not born to hate them. There's got to be a reason why you don't like them.
If a fat person pushes past you,
it's just rude.
What's your natural reaction?
Lose some weight.
Right.
Oh my god.
Do you call them fat?
Yeah.
Bastard. They're bold, you'll go bald.
Yeah, it's a characteristic. Their skin colour. People can bully you about.
Yeah, but then there's a level where.
I mean, obviously, like, we weren't all put in slavery because they had big noses or anything.
I think we can all agree that racism isn't as bad as it used to be. But it's
definitely not.
But it ain't where it's nowhere near where it should be.
Exactly.
Or where it could be, yeah.
I think it's really fucking disgusting how people are just treating people differently because of the colour of the skin. Like, the colour of the skin, you can't change that. That's unless you're Michael Jackson. You can't change it.
I mean, he tried and he died.
Well, no, he died because of a Pepsi advert.
Wait, what?
No, he died because he touched too many children and knew he was going to get caught.
Mate,
Jesus Christ. The police put him down as well.
No, but he died. He died because of a Pepsi advert. He basically caught his face on fire or something like that. Or his head.
Yeah, but they said that about his.
And then he got addicted to like painkillers and then he died from it.
No, he wasn't.
Hmm.
I think.
Oh, shoddy internet o'clock.
You know? Right.
What's that name? Was like, what's his name? I forgot. Has the same birthday as.
I just
Hawking.
The singer, you used to like him.
I think we
used to be in Lila. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, they said about Elvis Presley dying on the toilet. I swear that didn't actually happen.
No, he did.
No, it did.
Yeah.
He died because he had colon. He had like colon.
Shit whilst eating a sandwich.
Yeah, no, yeah. That was like the rumor, but I don't know if it's actually true. How
How did he?
Did.
I'm pretty sure he died of like a colonial failure or something.
Right.
Oh, he had a heart attack.
Lads, I think we're getting
Oh.
sidetracked.
Yeah, we are a little bit.
That's the whole point of waffling.
Yeah, but we're not called waffling, that's Joe Wellers.
Probably kicking it with. Wow.
Right, well,
They say Elvis is still alive, probably kicking with Tupac.
Ha.
no, I just
Elvis Presley died August 16.
I don't think 2020 is our year, you know. We started off with
No, really.
Really?
yeah, honestly.
There's an apocalypse bingo going on.
No, we started off with the Australian bushfires, which again we don't know who started them or if they started naturally.
No, that's natural. That's natural.
It's such dry ground that even if you put a cigarette down on the floor, it would burn it. Like it would burn.
Yeah,
the
but
ground.
no. But the problem is that it's not that. It's the temperatures they get out there.
Yeah,
They
it's
get
such
like
low humidity as well.
45-degree weather. It's disgustingly hot out there.
Right.
Yeah, but
Hold
did you
up,
not see
wait,
there
what?
was bushfires in Shrewsbury? Or is it Shrewsbury or Shropshire? It was either Shrewsbury or I can't say those words because my fucking lips. Shrewsbury or Shropshire, there was a bushfire that was completely natural, which was purely because the grass was getting so hot and so like dry that it just
Yeah.
caught on fire.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what it's like in Australia, where it's like 35 degrees to 40 degrees nearly every day, back to back for like 3 months.
Yeah. Well, we had that basically, and then
Apparently Elvis Presley did die in his bath, aged.
yeah, he did.
How old was he? Yeah, he had high blood pressure, enlarged colon, and other damage.
Drinking drugs.
See, I told you,
He was
colonial damage.
25 stone.
Yeah, Elvis Presley was a big boy.
Yeah, he does look a bit chubby here, to be fair.
Mate, can
He
we
was a
quote
big
that?
chunk.
Can we quote that? Elvis Presley was a big boy.
Elvis Presley was man like chunk.
Yeah, it is generally agreed that Elvis was far from the young, fit arm sergeant he had been.
Well, yeah. Anyways, just
One of the subtitles is "Where did Elvis acquire these drugs?"
right. Yeah.
It says that would be Dr. Nick.
Dr. Nick.
Yeah.
The good doctor wrote the
the
musician prescriptions for
coronavirus
at least
came around.
and different types. Whoa, for at least 8,805 and different types of medication.
Alright,
Jesus.
You're waffling now. You're waffling.
Yeah, no. Get off of Google. Come on.
No, I don't want to. Bro, he's my birthday twin. What do you mean?
No, that's Stephen Hawking.
That's him as well.
What?
You're more like Stephen Hawking. Actually, no, to be fair, in recent
he's
months,
got
you were
parallel.
No.
like
Stephen Hawking's right. His initials is SH and HS. So therefore, I'm not smart, retard.
Fair enough.
I'm not in a wheelchair.
I'm not smart, but at least I have functioning legs.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no functioning anything.
Alright, let's move on to the next topic. This new trend that's been going on.
Don't.
What?
There's just about 15 arguments about this fucking trend.
It's a trend that's been going on Instagram where it's basically people are just
Oh, the black
posting-
squares.
that people are posting photos of just a black image saying Black Lives Matter. Now,
Oh no, not that one. I've not got a problem with that. It's the Black Tuesday one I don't get.
yeah, Blackout Tuesday
Because-
or Black Lives Matter. That
No. The Blackout Tuesday. Let me explain because I have a friend who's like part of a weird group, right?
A weird
That's-
group.
No, I say weird. They're like a cult, but they're not.
A cult.
Anyway, point is,
He's
was
talking to the cool kids club.
yeah, essentially. No, Christ. Essentially, he was saying the whole purpose of Black Tuesday was to not stream any music, not go on any like shopping sites, don't go on any social media, don't do anything. Literally, just don't touch your phone for a whole day.
So it's basically
Other
a
than-
day's silence.
Yeah, essentially. But then I tell my mates, I said, well, hang on, think about it. When you think about
What,
it, the
Mum?
whole
What,
purpose of
nice?
this is to raise awareness of this issue, yeah? And the whole
Oh, yeah, Jake.
purpose is to sit there and say, right, I can't go out and protest because of lockdown. What am I going to do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
innit? Like, they're all
stand-
protesting, right? I doubt they're social distancing at the same time.
No, they're not. But at the end of they're clearly under the belief that it's more important than Corona, and if that's their belief, that's fair enough. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's their belief.
The, the thing I like the most about this is that it's made such a huge impact in such a little time.
Innit? I bet bloody Floyd's turning in his grave.
Just because of this one man. Well, it's not one man. There was a couple other cases as well, but this man made the most impact. He got killed when he was meant to be innocent. And everyone just praised him because racism just had to put an end to racism or even try it. This has made like such a big impact that people are starting to put this trend online with the black squares.
Which literally does nothing.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna get in trouble,
Cool.
but I think that it's a nice touch to
Yes.
society and to kind of prevent racism getting bigger. But it's not doing anything. Like it's a movement that they've created that it's a movement that everyone's following, but it's not gonna get anywhere. They're just photos on Instagram and Twitter and all them lot. I like social media. That it's not making a movement out of anything. If you really want to make a movement out of this, sign some petitions to change this. Yeah, look.
Yeah, exactly.
The petition for the George Floyd thing. There's around 14 to 15 million petitions right now, right? And let me see. If you type on Instagram on tags, hashtag blackout, yeah,
Blackout Tuesday.
Tuesday, 26.2 million posts. And then if you type hashtag Black Lives Matter, 17 million posts. That is nowhere near combined. Nowhere near as
Right.
the amount
Can
of
I just say
petitions.
something? This
Extremely
blackout,
low.
you know what I was saying about the Blackout Tuesday thing is the whole point you don't use social media.
And then everyone just
Wasn't
went on social media.
Well, yeah, wasn't the whole point of social media like used to create a place where we can like share stuff with people that we wouldn't normally be able to share like as quickly?
Oh no, please
No,
no.
no, no, no. But
No,
what I'm
not
saying,
you, not you.
no, 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 no. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if everyone's arguing that we're meant to be raising awareness and we're meant to be like spreading like a good message, what is the
Wait,
point
hang on a
in
sec.
having a day where we don't use social media and don't spread the message?
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah, I get what you mean, but it's
Like,
it's
what's the point?
it's a very nice touch to basically, yeah, people are feeling bad and they're trying to
Hold
bring
up,
people
someone's
in.
trying to give me their opinion, and I know that it's already going to be invalid given who it
Oh,
is.
just tell them you don't care.
I give it, but the black squares. She says the black squares is to block out business or usual posts to focus on seeing the important information that needs to be seen. But that's the thing,
No, it's
because
not.
of
No, it's not.
so many people's feeds are being filled up with these black squares. No one can actually find any of the original ones that actually have the tags
Yeah,
and
and not only
the
that,
links to
listen,
what you can actually do about it.
the purpose is to get off of social media for the whole day, which A is being completely hypocrisized by the fact that you're posting something on social media, and
Yeah.
B, you're completely going against the whole purpose of the movement, which is to spread fucking awareness, not just get everyone off of their phone so they can't find out and can't research for themselves and establish their own bloody opinion. It's just turning people into fucking sheep. That's what it's
Yeah.
doing.
It's because it's filling everyone's feed with black
Yeah, like
squares.
the thing I was saying before is, yeah, it's nice to have photos out there to make remembrance and stuff like that, and just kind of try and stop racism. But that ain't it's not going to get anywhere just by posting some photos on Instagram. It shows that we're all united together, and how most of us want to stop it. But it's not. It's nowhere near the numbers it should be for the petitions that need to be signed. Like, there's 26.7 million posts. Why isn't this 26.7 million signs for them?
Lewis, oh my god. I've just opened your Instagram that you sent me.
Oh god, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Right,
Bridge.
boys, I'm gonna say peace because I've got to get up to bed before this bloody dog wakes up and I have to let him outside again.
Okay. Right. Harry.
Oh my god, Lewis, your TikTok that you sent me. That's a joke.
Harry.
I don't have the energy to argue with you just for.
Okay, guys.
Learn to
Last,
have your
Lewis, last
own
question before you go.
opinion.
Go.
Do you believe in superstitions like aliens and ghosts?
I believe in aliens. I don't believe in ghosts because if I believed in ghosts, I'd have to believe a word that comes out of the Bible, and I do not believe in religion.
That's a fair point. I just think.
Can I report a certain someone's Instagram?
Yeah. Do it.
I would do it.
I think that aliens.
This is purely out of spite.
I think aliens are real, but it's just
It's done.
maybe ghosts. I don't know. I feel like ghosts are not what they seem to be.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's not what people make them see as. I think there's some kind of energy or like some kind of orb or something like that. But they're not like they're not an outline of a person.
yeah, it's not like the person that died.
Lads,
it's not like
lads,
them, but they're
lads.
body. Oh my.
What's the odds? Alright, check your Instagram. What's the odds we all post this?
Right, let's see what
Oh god.
I've already done it.
Oh fuck.
God.
Do you know what?
I can't post it. Like I
I
ain't gonna
can.
post that. That's fucking horrible.
I might put it on my Snapchat story.
Nah, till I posted it.
God.
I'm not even gonna tell you what the picture is.
Yeah, that you don't know.
Like, that is pretty
Right,
bad.
Alex. The thing is with ghosts, yeah,
Hmm.
is the whole notion of ghosts is the idea that they're in that purgatory between heaven and hell, right? And that means that I have to believe in a heaven and a hell, and to do that, I need to believe in God. And I don't believe in God. I think religion is a way to harvest people's fears of deaths in order to gain money. And
Yeah, but that's mainly.
Wait, people gain money from it?
Yeah, but that's mainly Catholics.
yeah, but all religions just bug me, and I get the idea that there's like energy, like when you die, like what happens to your energy. I get that, but even then, I'm pretty sure just when you die, that's it.
I think I get what you
Peak
like.
times.
I think I understand obviously why some people don't believe in like God. And,
Oh my god, there's so
religion and stuff
much.
like that.
My finger actually hurts from trying to get through some people's stories. There's so many.
I just feel like obviously like some people think if God created us all, then who created God, kind of thing. And
Oh god.
religion has obviously been proven wrong a couple times before. Like for example, the Adam
No,
and Eve.
God made people out of mud.
What?
Yes, I am made of mud.
You are a waffle. That's what you are.
I am a waffle.
No, but I feel like obviously some people think, oh yeah, if God created us, then who created God? But I feel like obviously science has already outproven religion a couple times before. Like for example, the creation story, like Adam and Eve stuff.
Yeah.
Adam and Steve.
Obviously, people believed it.
You know, you got to be respectable to the LGBT community.
And then Charles Darwin obviously like came up with the evolution story.
Boys, have you seen Donald Trump's tweet?
No.
I think so.
My
I think
fellow
I-
Americans, due to the overwhelming amount
Yeah,
of
no,
black
I think I
slurs teenage
I
girls are
posted it,
posting on
didn't I?
Instagram, the Supreme Court has decided to end racism completely. We do not think you would go to such extreme measures, but you have you have very much proved your point. The military will be told to stand down. Just please fucking stop. I'll put that on. That's going on.
He's such a bad president, I think. Like
He's so funny though. You've got to
He-
admit,
he
his
is
jokes.
He is funny, but he's a dangerous man.
No, he's not. He's so smart. He's so intelligent.
He's too smart.
He's crafty. He's crafty.
He's
Well,
smart.
it's on the
He's
Snapchat,
smart,
so if
but
anyone has a go at me.
he's smart, but he's dangerously smart. Like,
Mate, Daisy's getting so triggered. This is so funny.
Why do you think I put it on my Snapchat story? Right, I'm gonna say peace so I don't
I
wake
feel
the dog
bad.
up.
I've
Peace
gone.
out, fellas.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna shit that as well.
yeah. Alright, guys. Well, this has been the end of the first episode of the NXT, the Next Gen.
Wait. Before we end this, question:
Yeah.
can they see my profile picture?
No.
That's a shame.
I mean, I could. I don't really want to.
At the same time.
Right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If this video gets a load of support, well, if this podcast gets a lot of support, then I'll make sure to record some more with maybe some special guests. Yeah, I mean, I'll be uploading soon. I've got a couple of video ideas to upload soon, but I don't know when it's gonna happen or if it's gonna happen. So yeah, look out for the future. Stay tuned. And
Black
see you
Lives
next time.
Matter. All lives matter.
Yeah. See you later.